today. I've got 20% battery, so we're gonna see how far I can stream with this. Okay, we're gonna run through the 1010 portal themes for October 10th. There is a lot of wonderfully organized energy that is working like a sweeping chaos in the collective right now. And I'm gonna go through some themes for and around that to help you guys acclimate and understand the energy that is moving through. If you're new to my world, what's up? Welcome, namaste, satnam. My name is Emelina. We're getting there, you guys. We're getting there, okay? My name is Stormy Calder, aka Emelina. We're straddling both for a moment. I post on spiritual development, personal development, energy updates, all fun things. Hello. And yeah, if that's your vibe, go ahead, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, tap that like button, all the things. If for those of you that have been interested in working with me, I still have Summer Quantum Breakthrough open. I will have it open for a minute. It's 8, 12, or 16 weeks of one-to-one coaching with me. It's really, really incredible. Everyone's working with me is doing superb work. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. And so pumped to hold that container for you. It's like really miraculous quantum healing work because you're leaning on my energy container, my spiritual power, my source connection, which facilitates the in-between connection, and then the human gives you the in-between data that you need to make your shifts quickly. That's that. What else do I want to tell you guys? I might do another ceremony in a few days. I've just been running short on time. For the 1010 portal, that's specifically going to be around protection, spiritual protection, divine intervention, calling in protection, protecting your energy in every single way, because I feel like it's been like a hostile universe. But anyway, that's kind of the theme of the 1010 portal, is around this idea of protection. So keep your eyes peeled. I don't have the link up yet. For when I post that and go live, I will be doing a ceremony shortly, in the next week or so, around that. Okay. Let me think real quick. 1010 portal themes. So I think I was asking Spirit to facilitate here, but we're just going to jump right into like the biggest themes are around the divine masculine and toxic masculinity. What has been in your mind subconsciously, unconsciously around father wounding, around how you were raised by your father, around your internal father, your internal masculine within yourself, regardless of your gender, your internal... How do we want to explain the masculine? Your relationship to and understanding of your own personal polarity of masculine energy. And that is coming to the surface in like a very, very, it's like a very demanding, a very commanding frequency of awareness that's very present right now because of this portal opening. The energies that are present to heal the collective masculine and heal the masculine within yourself. So, gosh. They're like, start wherever you want to start. I was like, is there a curriculum you want me to take through? I'm just going to rant on this and riff. I took some notes from the Akashic Records earlier and what's been coming up in my life. So a lot of big sweeping themes that I'm seeing everywhere. So here's the deal. When we talk about masculinity, I want to also cover toxic masculinity because it's going to be important because it's very, very present in general right now. But on the idea and understanding of masculinity that we're carrying, every single person is carrying a masculine pole and a feminine pole, a masculine creative expression and a feminine creative expression in how we express ourselves and in our bodies. The masculine side is the right side, the feminine side is the left side. Because at this time, and I do think it has everything to do with Libra season, which is, I would say, more of a masculine archetype to begin with. This is about vision. This is about commitment. This is about commitment. This is about the sacred bond to the feminine's heart. So when we look at the masculine, the real pure divine masculine traits, frequencies, alignment, is about being able to see forward into the future, being able to create a future that you desire. And again, this is not like, it doesn't matter what your gender is. We all carry this. We all are this. And if you're not aligned to these specific frequencies of strength that come through from the masculine, the divine masculine, then you're going to be in karmic masculine patterns and weakness patterns. And if you're a woman, that will be very clearly displayed from all of the men around you. And if you're a man, you are occupying that, which becomes the role of, that's more predatory. It's more, I mean, this is the karmic side of masculine. It's more predatory. It's more manipulative. It's subtly manipulative even. It barrel rolls through subtleties. This energy lacks commitment. Those of you that aren't committed to your goals, that aren't committed to driving forward in a way that is the most supportive of you living your dream life, like this is a karmic masculine role within yourself that you've occupied that needs to be cleared out, and you need to commit. Like, who are you committing to? What are you committing to? Where are your commitments? How deep are your commitments? How deep are your personal bonds? And I can tell you, hands down, that the divine masculine is what makes commitment. And without commitment, there is no path. There is no forward movement. There is no dream life. And what I think is funny, I could speak on to, I'm so like overwhelmed with data right now, but I can speak to this on many different levels, because it's like, I find a lot of people that I meet, and this is no criticism, but it's people try to compare themselves or compare things to me all the time. And they're like, why is Stormy getting all this stuff? Like, why is Stormy so secure in herself? And I'm like, bro, I fucking commit. I commit. I am completely committed, loyal, and dedicated to who I am, my goals, and how spirit works with me. I'm committed to building my absolute fucking dream life. Like, I am committed to my virtues and values. Those are really important for the masculine pole that you have within yourself, your own masculine expression. What is your integrity? What are your virtues? What are your values? What is your content of character? And are you maintaining that character, or does any wind, any opinion, or anybody's projection knock your character over, and you're actually just conforming to whoever the most powerful dominant force of the moment is? And I gotta be honest, that's most people on this planet. It's most people I encounter. It's pretty, I don't want to say rare, but it is rare for me to encounter people, these are women and men, that are really committed. And the ones that are in my close, tight-knit circle. So it's just like, if you can't commit, if you have commitment issues, commitment problems, commitment phobias, and I can speak about this from experience because I have been there, you guys. I will tell you, I am a Libra. My Mars is in Libra. Like, making decisions is it's not now, but it used to be a real problem for me. When I was a kid, everybody was like, you just lack commitment. So much healing, able to understand what commitment is, how to commit, what to commit to, how to drive forward, and how to know that it is worthy of a commitment or an investment. If you lack the commitment and you lack the vision and you lack the drive, your masculine patterns will move into Abuse, manipulation. I'd say codependent. I mean, codependency can go either way, but it's really on the abusive side. Fear mongering. These are lower masculine traits. Let me think about the energy patterns. I just said manipulation. It's like control and addiction. Addiction is a masculine behavior. Those are the lower level masculine habits and patterns. Now, there's a combination right now in the energies that's about dissolving and removing those habits and patterns, which means they're coming up to the surface for you to see very, very, very clearly. So I am now officially, I feel like I have mastered my addiction patterns, which are not, for a lot of people, they're not like right up in your face per se. So I grew up in an alcoholic household. I did not have physical addictions. But there are emotional addiction patterns. There are codependency addiction patterns. So addiction doesn't mean a substance. It can be to a substance, but it can be to a toxic pattern, a toxic cycle, a way of behaving, a way of interacting with people. Disorganized attachment styles, which also no issues there because God knows I've been through it. But it's just like, you guys know I am non-judgmental. I am all accepting, and I have to call patterns out. So there's an edge to how I call it out on the videos and streams. Okay, vision, commitment, and then the sacred bond to the feminine's heart and protection. So when I'm talking about the sacred bond, this could be externalized between a man and a woman, or regardless, even same-sex gender roles, right? Like, I don't want to have to go all PC, but what it really is, and the way that I'm experiencing this, is it's a very internal, reflective experience. So my masculine polarity, my higher self presents as both a masculine authority and a feminine authority, and I have equal authority on both. I'm very balanced in my energy. So the way I want you guys to think about it is the masculine creating a sacred bond to the feminine side of yourself, that heart space, your heart. It's the masculine's job to protect the heart of the feminine. It is the feminine's job to expand the heart of the masculine. She can't expand and blossom and give support and nourishment to the masculine side of you without protection, let me think about, are there any other words? It's really protective, but it's not, it's almost like a projection. So the way that they're showing me the masculine energy is like it's like a shoving, almost like a pushing, a radiating. It's almost anger. It's like, it's fire, right? It's fire. Your passion is coming through in a very like, I don't want to say forceful, but that's the word that's coming through. It's like a very, I don't have any words. I just see the energy. We'll use forceful. It's a more forceful, forward-facing energy. The feminine energy is a relaxed, I want to say submissive, but it's not for the point of submission. The energy is more submissive because that's what it is to feel protected. When you know you're safe, when you know you're protected, the feminine part of yourself will naturally submit to the masculine part of yourself that is looking to move forward, not just looking to move forward, that is driving forward with vision and commitment and action. Eternal bonding and protection. If your masculine side, your masculine container is not bonded to the feminine heart, I would never wish it on anyone, I'll say that much. If you lack commitment in your relationship in between your masculine and feminine components of yourself, your own energy, Spirit, tell me, what happens when we're not in that bond? Your heart gets ripped apart. So for those of you that don't enjoy heartbreak, like the masculine side of you is what protects, and it is what allows your heart to speak volumes. It is what allows your heart and your soul are like synonymous, you guys. So the soul comes through and channels through the heart. When somebody breaks your heart, they're breaking your soul. It's very synonymous. And it took me a minute to catch up to that, because more recently I was like, no, the heart and soul are different. And then I looked at all this chemical concoction of heartbreaks that I have had to, just surreal heartbreaks that I've had to endure in this lifetime. And I was like, hold on, they're flagging me. Oh, it's okay. They're telling me to keep it short. They're like, Emelina, the energy's all over the place, and I'm reading from many different angles of it. But anyway, it's about protecting your heart space, bonding to your heart space, understanding your heart space, being passionate, creative, excited, engaging in your kundalini. These are all of the feminine aspects of yourself. Being sweet, soft, sensitive. The feminine side is also cutthroat in her own way. She's not sensitive to the point of weakness. She's sensitive because the sensitivity is what's required to generate the energy that creates. So like creating a baby in a womb space, like the energy that would create a baby is a sweet, soft, nurturing energy. But in it, let's say that's in the body, right? And then the woman's body, we could say, has a masculine container on, like, within her own body, outside, that's like anyone that were to threaten said space of baby, is like you're gonna war with them to keep the baby safe. It's the same for any creative projects, and that all lives in the heart space. So it's like you want to treat the heart like a baby, like take care of it. And this is the masculine side of yourself communing and speaking to, in subtle reflection and conversation with your feminine aspects, again, regardless of gender, to activate the awareness within the heart, to protect the heart, to connect the heart, and to give the heart what it wants daily. There's a big disconnection energetically at the collective level where people just completely ignore their heart space, or they're like, they'll be impulsive with their heart space in more chaotic, addiction-based ways. Like the heart can be, depending on how you've trained it, can have addiction patterns. So they'll give into impulses for addiction, but won't cater to what the heart actually needs in its health, which is like, maybe it's doing art, maybe it's pursuing a new career, maybe it's taking on a new physical hobby, something athletic. It's pursuing your dreams, passions, goals, and desires, and simultaneously protecting them while also moving them forward with vision and value and action and focus and dedication and skill and craft. Those are all masculine things. Okay, I feel like that's covered. Is there anything else I wanted to say there? Look at my battery. Okay. Something else I want to say about this energy for this portal, it's very unyielding. So you're going to be connecting to this unyielding energy within yourself. I would call it being a hard ass. It's like no distractions, boss the fuck up, like no excuses, like just stop making excuses. If you have time to tell me why you couldn't do something, why couldn't you just do it? If you have time to explain all the things that got in the way, then you had time to do it. Like, more than likely, really what it's about is being clear and honest with yourself and others and saying, I didn't want to do it. I did not want to prioritize this. I had no desire. I was being avoidant. I was procrastinating. I actually just wanted to piss you off. Can you imagine if people were actually just honest? We'd live in a very interesting world. Be the father that maybe you had, but the father that I never had, you know, like it's like whatever it, you know, in therapy, in healing, there's lots of reviewing old patterns and behaviors of what didn't go right in your childhood, and there's no discredit to it. It's not the phase that we're in right now at the collective level that I can feel here anyway. It's like less review of everything that wasn't great and just become your perfect father figure, your perfect mother figure. You're going to have to reparent yourself. Anyone with significant trauma is going to have to go into significant reparenting. And a lot of that is personal, and then there's like self-regulation, and then there's also the co-regulation. Relational healing happens in relationships. So generally speaking, like I'll give you a sweeping thing right now. I just healed like my masculinity completely. And I know because I have confirmations from men in my environment. I'm like, oh, this is great. And men have been stepping into my life in new ways, and many of them have been taking on father roles for me. I'm saying this to you as like an example, like just kind of look into the environment. It's an energy. So I've told all of them at multiple points, I'm like, wow, that's like a real father energy. Like you're really bringing that forward. And most of these men are fathers. So it's like really beautiful. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh, right. They're bringing that from their kids to me. This is like perfect. But it's adapting to and creating like that perfect father figure is the focus right now, as opposed to the mother figure role within yourself that you likely didn't have. I don't know anyone that has a perfect parent, okay? I don't know that anyone can be a perfect parent. So even if you had a good upbringing, this is still going to be a focus and a theme. Is like, how can you be that father role to yourself? How can you set boundaries without being authoritative? How can you kindly and lovingly speak to yourself in a way that is guiding, right? Leading. Speaking to yourself from a position of, this is the future I want to create. There might be some immediate sacrifices that need to be made now in order to move forward towards that destiny. What are the habits or patterns that aren't working, that are not in alignment with that forward movement, with where I want to go and who I want to become, and eliminating those patterns? How can I allow that to be a gentle process? How can I coach myself? Like being in a coaching role with yourself is more of a fatherly role. Like, how can I coach myself into bringing out the best of myself? Can I do that every day? If I have father wounding patterns, then it's like, well, can I sit down in the evening and maybe do some mirror work, or just sit in meditation and say, like, how do I feel about fathers? Father, my father, baby daddies, like, you know, whoever's in your life. And feel the energy, and you don't need to change it. You don't need to manipulate it. You just need to be with it and allow it to alchemize within your experience, your consciousness, just bringing what was once in the shadow into the light, and new ideas will transpire from that place. You'll be able to act and move differently in the world from the place of the phrase Spirit gave me before. This is gonna be funny, okay? They were like, boss up daddy. like from the place of like, yo, I got the boss up daddy vibes. Like, this is who I am. It's like very well accepted within me. I'm like, yeah, no, this is great. I totally can be my own dad. Another aspect of that I want to mention, because of how forwardly, like a masculine that's a balanced masculine is really in a very confident energy, a radiating energy. And within that, I wanted to say very specifically, like, it's about not giving a fuck what other people think about you. And it's very funny because a lot of people think I give a fuck. I definitely don't give a fuck. People are about to find out. Like, I give a fuck about what I think. If you think about your internal family system, or like parts therapy, like you talking to you, I just call this like inner healing work, but for those of you that resonate with parts therapy, that would make sense. It's like, It's understanding the masculine aspects within yourself that are talking to the feminine aspects within yourself, that are talking to the child aspects within yourself, that are talking to the wounded children within yourself, the teens, those in your 20s. Like, we have many different aspects of ourselves, and they all kind of come together if you allow them to come together in different parts into wholeness, where you are representing yourself as an adult, where all of these parts are loved and accepted in one place, and you are now forward from completion instead of from separation, fragmentation. And we can bring those parts together through soul retrievals. I do have a soul retrieval in my YouTube channel if you scroll in the main videos. Okay, other things to think about around this unyielding energy are no distractions. Okay, if it's a distraction, tell it to GTFO. Treat it like a spam text. Like, block, report as spam. Okay. Another aspect of that energy is really vetting everything in your environment, people, places, ideas, what have you. What value are you offering me in exchange for my energy? This is, again, a very healed masculine energy, is being able to vet and understand what is the value exchange and honoring what you feel is a sacred, worthy exchange. Like, what feels like a good exchange? Are you giving too much? Are you not giving enough? Like, balance the exchange out. Another aspect of this energy is watch to see what people do and what they say and see if it matches. I feel like, especially in Libra season, everything is about balance. It is about exchange. It is about partnership. So my love-hate with Libra season, I am a Libra. My birthday's coming up. Okay. But my love-hate with Libra season is that it's like so beautiful and so fun, but whatever's not in balance in partnerships is just highlighted. And it's like in your face. So there's always a lot of relationship drama happening in Libra season. So anyway, watch to see if what people say and do matches. Are they in personal integrity, or are they flexible with their integrity? People that are flexible with their integrity, you can pretty much assume that they will undermine you. They will betray you. It will happen, whether it is conscious, unconscious. It's about understanding yourself, discerning for yourself, being able to see and judge accurately. Again, Libra season is about accurate judgment based on pristine observation. What are they saying? What are they doing? Do I want to be a part of that? If it doesn't match up, it's going to continue to not match up. I can assume it's not going to match up. So why don't I just let this go now and make sure that I'm in integrity and that I'm around people with integrity. If you don't like your heart being broken, I suggest finding people with integrity around you. Not just a heart thing. It has to do with partnership, right? It's like, if you want an equal value exchange, you want your energy to be acknowledged, loved, considered, cared for, invested in, then you need to understand that sacred exchange and be there for that. Be attentive to it through integrity. Something else I wrote down was sensory overload. So there's a lot of energy projections right now. There's so many. I don't even know. I feel like I can feel them on my energy. Like, I don't know. They're like little blobs that attach to the energy, and they're other people's projections. It's like evil eye, other people's bullshit that they're sending to you, or fears, or whatever they think about you. It comes to your energy field. And then a lot of times, and people don't do this on purpose, but a lot of times we will take that feeling of fear, internalize it, alchemize it, pick it up, make it ours, and then go, why am I feeling so much self-doubt today? Like, why aren't things lining up the way that I thought? Or why am I so insecure? It's like, because you're picking up other people's garbage that they're sending you, and they're telling you it's about you. So then you pick it up, but it's not you. It's what somebody else sent to you. You are your identity, is being able to maintain that core. with confidence. Okay, I gotta check in with spirit because my lamp is going crazy. Okay. There's also sensitivity to emotional exchange. So something I really believe is that love is as good as money. I think love energy, or true love energy, is when you fill people up with love, you are giving them emotional value that gives them a certain amount of creative energy that then they are able to exchange in market, in relationship with other people, and literally in business or anything else, that then generates income, or it generates more love energy, or it generates energy, right? So right now there's a pretty sweeping sensitivity to emotional exchange. Are people leading you on emotionally? Do you overextend emotionally? Do you expect to receive emotionally? Are you dead emotionally? Do you need to fill up your own cup? Do you have nothing to give? And also understand need for relationships. Is it a relationship based on need or a relationship based on desire, want? Do you want it or do you need it? If you need it, if you need them, it's based in codependency. It's okay, but it's coming from a wounded love pattern. We want to look at more equality in partnership and understanding the sensitivity to the emotional exchange being, if I feel like I've overgiven, or I don't have enough, or I need more, or I'd like more in this exchange to maintain this connection, then we get to honor that. And that's something that I think people forget about Libra season and Libras, is that Libras are highly psychic and highly attuned to, I want to say their emotional space, but it's their energy, It's the air sign, right? So you can pick up on that sensitivity, but the way that Librans are psychic, so this is what you guys will be picking up on, these are the skills that are in the air right now, is it's a subtle attunement to where your energy is in your thoughts and in your feelings stemming from your thoughts. Who do you think about when you think about a thought? When you have a strong emotion, who are you going to... When you have a strong emotion, who are you going to call? Who are you thinking about? Who do you want to connect to? All of those things are related. These are subtle psychic skills. The feeling of whether or not you feel honored and valued in any level of partnership or exchange is a subtle psychic skill. So don't blow past your emotional sensitivity, and it is coming through as a at least right now, as a masculine emotional sensitivity. Can you guys tell me the difference? What's the difference between that and feminine? Oh, the feminine emotional sensitivity is present, but that's not where they want your attention. So it's more, it can shift more into, they're telling me the damsel mode. That's not an end all be all for this specific conversation, but it's like, because I'm like, feminine, there's going to be a higher aspect of feminine energy, but they're asking to stay away from the damsel, which also is a Libra and lower level archetype, and to shift into the interdependence, the understanding of who you are in relationship. Tell me again, masculine emotional sensitivity. Can you break that down for me? It's the warrior heart, the warrior side of the heart. They're not giving me the entire downloads around it because I don't think you guys need it for the stream, but they're saying specifically it has to do with embracing your inner warrior. And this is the creativity card. It's got a spider on it. So it has the warrior for your, it's like you're becoming a warrior in your right to create the life that you imagine, which is your destiny. When I went into the portal gate, they told me the stars are aligning for destiny. In order to claim your destiny, you do have to choose it. You do have to commit to it. You do have to love it like a woman. Like, for those of you that are women, then you love it like you love yourself. But there is a commitment. There is a raising up to the occasion. Oh, okay. They're breaking down the emotional sensitivity more for me. So it's chest forward, but it's not like a pounding chest. Like the way that they're showing this beautiful posture in your masculine energy or masculine behavior, that's heart first. You're leading with your heart because it's protected. It's protected by you. And it's understanding that the sacred heart, hold on, they keep saying wound. They're saying wounded warrior. Okay. So this is about rejecting poison, rejecting energy that's not in service to you. The other card that came up was the cut ties, right? So this is like, do some emotional clearing, do some cord cutting and releasing specifically around your heart space, around relationships that don't feel good, relationships that include betrayal. Betrayal and wounding patterns. Betrayal, wounding, abandonment, neglect, over-attachment, attack, abuse, you know, those sorts of patterns. I wish you guys could see the visions in my mind. I'm having a little trouble right now translating it through, but it's like the visions they're giving me is this is a very strong masculine presence, warrior, forward-facing energy. Like, you ain't got nothing on me. You want to come at me? Whatever, I'm going to bust this down in 2 seconds with my energy. I don't even have to lift a finger. It's that sort of energy, and it is so heart-centered. It's so heart-focused. It's so do no harm, take no shit. It's so I don't care what people think about me. It's so, but from the place of actually not caring. Like, from the place of confidence, meaning not from the place of being like, I don't care what you think about me. No, it's like get out of my way. Like, I don't care what you think about me. You're about to find that out because you're in my way. And as I'm saying that, the energy is like allowing people to quickly move out of the way for the king that you are to walk through, the emperor to walk through, to create the path, to destroy the obstacles. To pursue their passions. And to channel that sexual alchemy, your sex drive, into where you're going. Channel the path into your vision. Don't give it away to 1.5 million people. I'll cover that in another video. Something that would be good to occupy is like, I am my own man and I am my own woman. I am self-sufficient. I am loving all parts of me. I'm available for the protective side of me that comes through the emotional wounding patterns or emotional abandonment that protects from that. And I'm available for the soft, sweet side of me and of my heart that is nurturing and creative and fun and flowing and ready to try something new. And all of that, all of this entire stream is really about partnership. That aspect of partnership, when we go to the micro level, it's like partnership between the parts of yourself, partnership between you and another human or many other humans. And then when we look at the macro, it's like partnership between you and the universe, right? You and God, you and spirit. Partnership between you and the earth, you and your environment. That's what I got there. All right. I wanted to get a quick video up for you guys. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss the 1010 portal because these portal gates are so important and they're so potent with their energies. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit that like button, toss a comment below. Let me know what resonated or any themes that are coming up for you. And that's what I got. Okay, you guys, keep a lookout for the protection ceremony I'm going to be doing. Spiritual protection, emotional protection. We'll be doing probably a deep cord cutting is what I'm hearing. Releasing some lower level karmic ties, karmic entities that might be attached to the sacral energy. That's what I've got there. That was just a quick little download around that. And yeah, that's what I got. Okay, lots of love. I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy. Bye.